Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing another townie creation and apartment build for my save file. I'm down to the last, I think, 3 apartments in San Myshuno. So this is actually a luxury apartment, and the Sims I'm creating are celebrities, starting with Dakota Kingsley. I was just struggling with his eyebrows right now. He was moving around so much. It's weird that when you go into small details to work on a Sim's face, they like make all these expressions and move their face around. I found that super annoying, but he stopped, which is nice. So Dakota is mean, he's materialistic, and he's ambitious. Excuse any background noise that you hear. My dogs got their bark box today, and they're very excited about it. So they've got toys and treats, and they're just having a ball behind me. So Dakota, I use a lot of the stuff from the Get Famous pack because it's no secret I've been pretty vocal about my dislike for the actual gameplay that we got in Get Famous, but I love all the stuff that came with Create a Sim and the Build and Buy objects, so I wanted to kind of showcase all of those things in a video. So this is Dakota, and I'm taking like little pauses now and then because I was actually looking at some inspiration for celebrities, like what they look like and what they wear, their names, things like that. He's not a very nice guy. Neither is his wife. This family consists of 3 Sims: Dakota, his wife Claire, and their daughter, whose name I can't remember because I went back and forth on a bunch of different ones. Oh, Serafina is her name, which is actually Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's daughter's name. I was actually getting real life celebrity names for inspiration. So Dakota and his wife Claire are not particularly nice Sims in San Myshuno. They think they're kind of above everybody else because they are celebrities. And Dakota is an actor, his wife Claire is a singer. Well, she's in an entertainer career, I guess. But to me, I think she would be a singer, if we could have that. So yeah, they're definitely snobs. They have a lot of money. They think they're better than everybody else. They've got a lot of enemies. They have a lot of friends too, because they're quite social. But yeah, not everybody really likes them that much. So this is Claire, and her traits are self-absorbed, outgoing, and snob. And I gave her the I can't remember exactly what it's called, but a celebrity aspiration. And I did have an idea of what I wanted Claire to look like, and it took a while for it to kind of come together. Sometimes it's hard for me to recreate someone in The Sims, even if that someone is just in my head. It's very difficult to make it in The Sims, especially with their facial features. I think I'm good at picking up their clothes if I can use custom content. If I can't, sometimes it's more of a struggle. With these Sims for my save file, I try not to use custom content. Sometimes I will, but I don't want to use too much of it because it won't show up when you download it. So that's been kind of tough. So Claire, I did use the Get Famous hairstyle because I thought it'd be kind of cool to try to use that stuff that came with it. I did end up choosing a black romper, I think that's what I chose, for her everyday outfit, and then I went back and switched it to something else, just kind of playing around with her body shape right now. Yeah, I chose the same black romper that, oh, what's that famous Sims name? I don't know, Thorne Bailey's wife. I forget what her name is, but she wears this just in a different color. And that was I was kind of thinking like I'm not really doing anything super original here. She kind of looks like that Sim. So I did go back and actually change her everyday outfit to this gold and black dress that was originally her formal outfit because I really like it. I love the slit in the front. I think it looks really good. So I chose that for her everyday outfit. And for everything else, I kind of just picked something that I thought suited her personality. Didn't spend too much time with it. I try not to spend too much time creating the Sims because I think it's just, I'm more excited about the build, and that's kind of more what I want to focus on. I just like creating these Sims and their backstories for the apartments, but when it comes to really creating them, I try not to worry about what they look like too much. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Claire Kingsley, and now I'm working on their daughter, Serafina. I chose the name Diamond, and I chose the name Presley, and I chose the name, there's a couple names that I was playing around with, and none of them were really sticking that well, so I chose Luna. Didn't really like that too much, so I do end up with the name Serafina. And for her traits, I gave her the mean trait. Serafina is a spoiled brat. You'll see that when you see her room. She has like the most extravagant bedroom. yeah, she's spoiled. She's not very nice. Her parents have mostly had her raised by a nanny, so she doesn't have a lot of socialization, and her parents don't spend a ton of time with her. They kind of just throw money at her and hope that it makes her happy. I think she would be a nightmare of a teenager. So yeah, her parents are more focused on their parties and their celebrity status and their careers and their reputations than they are with being parents. So they love their daughter, but they mostly just spoil her completely rotten. She's not a nice little girl, and I could see her growing up to be kind of a nightmare. So yeah, that is it for Claire, Dakota, and Serafina. And now we are working on their apartment in the, I forget what the apartment building is called. It just says land grab up there, so I'm not really sure what that means. But yeah, I was going to change them anyway, but I guess this apartment building is owned by the land grab, so which doesn't really surprise me that much. And now looking at this, I realized I didn't do anything there in the video. There is no action on that deck over there. I actually didn't put anything on that sort of wraparound deck that they have outside. I didn't do anything with that. That's unfortunate, but oh well. I guess I can just leave it completely empty, and it still looks like a really nice apartment. So for the kitchen area, I love the way this apartment turned out. I am so happy with it. It, I think, might be my favorite apartment that I've done so far. Next to the archaeologist apartment. That one was just really fun to do. But this one, I think it just turned out really well. I love all the colors. I love how luxurious and lavish and expensive it looks. I'm using these countertops from the Vampire Pack, which I don't normally use actually. I really like them, but they only come in 3 color swatches, which to me is such a waste. Like, come on, we could have used a few more. That would have been really nice. That's one thing that we really need in the game. They keep giving us these toilets and showers and bathtubs, and no, we don't need those things. We need countertops. That's what we need more than anything. So I went for the double stove look. Don't normally do that, but thought it would look pretty good in this build. And I did put the sink on the island as well. I spent a very, very long time on these countertops, on these cupboards, trying to make them centered, trying to make them even, trying to make them flush, trying to make them look good. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. But I don't know, I feel like if I'm really liking what I'm doing with something, I'm a perfectionist about it, and I want it to turn out perfectly, and that's kind of what I was doing here. Is I like the way things were going. I didn't want to ruin it, so I was really focused on the details and making it look just right, and that was a little tough. I should have cut this out, honestly, but this is the struggle. This is my struggle. But finally I got it. I just didn't put anything above the stove like I was going to. I was going to put some vents in there and decided not to. But this apartment was super fun, like I said, to build. And what I liked about it was that I didn't really have any direction or any inspiration or any layout. I just kind of started with the kitchen at the back and worked my way forward, and I think it turned out really well. Also, this is the first build I'm doing since I put reshade in my game, and I love the way it looks. I think it has made such a huge difference, especially when it comes to the screenshots. You can really tell there's a difference, and I'm super happy I downloaded it. I wish that I had done it sooner, because it would have helped with all the other screenshots in my builds. Because I watch other people's builds like Simlessly, and I just think like, I want my screenshots to look like that. And so I finally decided to download Reshade, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. It is such a worthy thing. It's worth the little bit of time that it takes to download. It's not that difficult. It's pretty easy to understand, and I'm so happy I have it. I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. So for the countertops, I didn't want to do normally I do very realistic kitchens, like lots of clutter, but I didn't want to do that this time because I didn't think it would look, I'm going for luxury in this build, and I didn't think that would look very luxury or chic, so I just used appliances basically instead. So I got the espresso machine and the microwave there, and I think I put in an ice cream machine, but yeah, like I put a little, there's a knife rack? No. I don't know, just the knives there on the back of that one wall. But other than that, I didn't put a lot of clutter. There are some flowers, and I think I put this tea there and a little bowl of oranges. So really not too much. I think it looks pretty good just like that. They do have a dishwasher as well, and then I just put something on the counters to kind of make it look a little more homey. This to me is almost like a show home. Like it just looks, it's pristine, it's perfectly set up. And then this back corner over here by the front door, I put their formal dining room. So they do have like the breakfast bar where they can sit, but they also have this really nice dining room on the other end of the apartment. Again, used all the stuff from Get Famous for most of this build, like for the walls. I love those walls. I'm obsessed. And it comes in, I think, like 8 different color swatches as well. So I did try to use a few of them in this apartment. Just put some curtains up around the back wall there just to make it look extra lavish and fancy. It's fun to do fancy stuff now and then because I don't normally do that, but this was really fun to do. I put those chandeliers in a lot of the rooms because I think it just really fit the build very well, and I love the look of it. And I use I use that same rug probably 4 times throughout this apartment and just in different swatches. And then I was thinking about what I wanted to do for the living room, and I was trying to think of something that I haven't really done before. Like this whole, like the couch aimed at a wall with a TV on the wall. I've done that so many times. I wanted to do something different. And so I finally, after struggling for a little bit, decided to have these 2 couches in the middle, just facing each other with a coffee table in the middle and a couple of rugs overlapping and actually no TV. They don't have a TV in this house. I just think, even though he's an actor, I find that really weird, but I just think they just don't really have time for it. Like Dakota will go and watch his movie premieres and stuff like that, but at home they don't really watch TV. They've got this fancy fireplace, which I was going to put a TV above it, but I thought it might be weird because the couches weren't aimed at it, they were aimed towards each other, so it almost looked like the TV was an afterthought. So I decided not to put a TV in this apartment, which is something I've never done before. I can't imagine a house not having a TV in it, but this one does not. It does have the fancy fireplace though, with like the sculptures on it, and then I put these 2 rugs overlapping. Might look a little weird, but I really like it. I think it looks good. It took me a while though to really decide that it was perfect. I did change it from zebra to that like ringed orange and black one, and just some more curtains throughout the apartment, and I think I put just a lamp in that corner. And I was going to put some more chairs, but I thought I kind of didn't want to close that area in too much. So finally on this back wall, the last thing I put on this floor is a table with just a few little sculpture, fancy little items on it. And then I think I put, what else did I put on top of that? I can never remember. I was trying to use fancy sculptures and expensive things, and I think I just ended up going with a wine rack and then a picture of wine above it. And that was pretty much it. Those tables, I was going to use these 2 side tables, but I ended up getting rid of them and using the round ones that have mirrors on them. I thought they just looked better in the room. And I think that was pretty much it. Just put some more lights throughout the house because I wanted it to be well lit, especially for the screenshots. And I did put a little rug at the front door there, but what's weird is that I got rid of it by accident. I think I must have hit the back button because it's not there in the final build. At some point we lose it. And then I should have cut this out. Like, this was a real struggle. And I was having this problem where I would try to create or delete a wall and it would say something like expand ops something. I don't know what it kept saying. That little message kept popping up and it was really driving me crazy. And it didn't go away until I eventually closed my game and reopened it. So I don't know what that problem was. It was very annoying. It was not letting me build the way I wanted to. And so in a minute here, you'll probably see me give up, save my game, and then come back and try again. Or maybe I've already done that. Yeah, I think I've already done that because it's going pretty smoothly now. So upstairs, I put the master bedroom, a giant closet, a giant bathroom. Actually, no, not really a giant bathroom, a spacious bathroom. And then Seraphina's bedroom with an ensuite bathroom on that as well. And then they have a gym. So this bedroom, I didn't realize how big this room was. It was really, really big. And so I kind of split it up into 3 parts. You go into the bedroom, and then you go into the closet, and then you go into the bathroom. So you have to go through the closet to get to the bathroom. I use this marbly kind of wallpaper again, which I really love. I think it looks so good. I just love all the Get Famous build and buy items we got. I think they're so good, and they're really fun to use. They're very expensive though. I should actually right now, as I'm talking, find out how expensive this apartment is because I really would like to know after it's all said and done. Let's see here. It's $191,000. So that's a pretty pricey apartment. And it's not even a full-blown house. It's just an apartment. So basically all the contents cost $191,000. So that is very impressive. That might be one of the most expensive builds I've ever done. But I am going to put this on the gallery so you can download it if your Sims are rich and they can afford a $200,000 apartment. Working on the closet now, which turned out to be my favorite room in this house. Actually, no. It's a tie. It's a tie with Seraphina's bathroom and the closet. I just love them both. I think they're so nice. I love all the natural light up here. I didn't put a ton of curtains. Like in the bathroom, there are no curtains because I figured like they live on the top floor of this apartment and they're way up there. No one can see them when they're changing in their giant closet or when they're in their bathtub. So I didn't really worry about it for some of the rooms. I wasn't too concerned about it, and I liked the way that the light looked. I didn't want to block it too much. So I did put these kind of half curtains, which don't really do much except kind of make it look fancier. And then above the closet space there, I just put those like words that I usually associate with a bakery, but I just wanted some fancy words above the closet. And just put some more like small little items throughout this closet, and I think it just looks really good. I love the way the rug looks. I love the chandelier in the middle of it. And when we get into the screenshots, I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And then this is the master, is it the master bath? I guess you could call it that. Use the same countertops that I used downstairs in the kitchen, which I normally do. And I used pretty much all the stuff from the Get Famous pack. I did make a little wall area for 2 showers to go in there so they can both shower at once if they need to. So it's kind of like a custom shower almost. I really like the look of that. I think it looks very fancy. And then I did put that towel rack, which I love. I just love that towel rack. And the expensive toilet, the expensive bathtub, and a mirror in the corner there, and just a couple of things on the countertops. And I think the last thing I did for this bathroom was, I put a robe there on the wall, hung that up. And then I think I put a rug, but I can't remember. Oh, that one, yeah, that little half circle that goes around the tub. So I put that there. And then I went back to their bedroom, which I hadn't quite finished yet because I was thinking like, I've already got everything that they need in their closet that you would normally have in a bedroom. So they don't need like a dresser or a wardrobe or anything like that. They just need like a living space. So I did think about putting a TV up here, but then I thought like it's weird if you don't have a TV in your living room, but you do in your bedroom. So I just thought no TV at all. And I would just put like a little sitting area and some lights and that shelf there. Their bedroom is quite basic. It's not really filled up with a lot of stuff, but I still think it looks really nice. I did put another couch along that back window there. I think I did that at the last minute. You might not even see me do it because I did it like, that was like the last thing I did in this build. And now for Seraphina's bedroom, I started with the blue, and then I changed it to pink because I thought like, no, if this is going to be like a little girl's room and this is like their princess, then I really want it to be pink. So I chose that one, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite color of any bed in the entire game. I love it so much. And then in the corner there, I put like a little dollhouse. It's a pretty small room, like it's a nice room, but it's quite small. So I got rid of one of those side tables and put like a wardrobe and a shelf. And that kind of filled up that one side there. And what else did I put in here? Not a whole lot. There's that standing mirror and just like a really fancy curtain above the bed to just make it look even fancier. And then I think I just put a little wall hanging there. And that's pretty much it for her room. I still think it's really pretty though. Very small, but really nice. And then this bathroom, I am obsessed with it. It looks so good with like the pink marbly wallpaper and the black tile. I just think it looks so good. And like all the pink accents throughout it. I'm just so happy with this bathroom. It's probably my favorite bathroom that I've ever done. Like I would love to have this exact bathroom in my house. But I think that's pretty much it. I think I just put like a little rug at the base at the tub there. I can't remember what else I did. Oh, I did put like a painting there as well. And that was pretty much it for Seraphina's bathroom. And then some things I did off camera, like everything for the hallway, I'm pretty sure I did off camera. And I may have even done some of the gym off camera. I can't remember, but there are some things that I didn't include in the video because it was just gonna go on too long, but you will still see them in the screenshot. So yeah, I think it's just the gym area that I did not get a video of. But like I said, you'll see it in the screenshots. I did like a little yoga area. But then again, it might be in the video. I just cannot remember what's in and what's not. I did use like that suit of armor as well, which I thought looked really fancy. And just some more expensive, like look how much money we have kind of stuff. And over there I put like a little sitting area with a coffee table. Didn't really know what to do with this hallway space. It was kind of weird. But oh, I guess I did do the gym. I must have snuck that in there. Yeah, it's a really small area, so didn't do too much. Did put like a yoga mat that kind of overlooks out the apartment windows, which I think looks really nice. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this luxury apartment. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it so much if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.